So we are here finally tonight. We'll be the Bellator 177. Mr. Sonnen, our special guest star here. Thank you very much. We really appreciate your time. How do you feel like in Budapest? What do you expect from this event?
Yeah, Budapest has been great. I mean, as a city, it's my first time here. I'm a wrestler. Budapest and Hungary is a big wrestling country, but I never got to come as a wrestler. This is my first time. As far as the event goes, this is going to be awesome. I mean, it's a little bit of everything. MMA, which is the ultimate and most complete sport, and then you've also got kickboxing, which is a vicious and fast-paced element of MMA. The place is going to be packed. The whole town's talking about it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And do you have secret favorites, fighters who maybe can have this big opportunity, big boom tonight?
Yeah, so I try to be, because I'm announcing. So when you announce, you got to be unbiased. But I do have my biasnesses. I'm a fan. You know, my career started as a fan. My career will end the same way as a fan. And yeah, there's some big opportunities here. We got a world championship on the line tonight, so it's going to be fun. There's some excellent athletes, and we'll let it play out the way it's going. I don't want to give any predictions, but yeah, I do think there's going to be some moments tonight that are going to surprise some people.
Yeah, and tonight will be more Hungarian fighters also in the cage. And do you know about them something? Did you see them before to fight?
Yeah, I know about everybody. I've seen them all fight, man. Yeah.
And what is your opinion about them?
Oh, they're very good, you know, and the wrestling base in Hungary is so huge, but some of the MMA fighters didn't come up through the wrestling programs, and which surprised me a little bit, because just because in a world competition or Olympic Games, Hungary is such a force, particularly in Greco-Roman, but always does well in freestyle. Even the women's program is very big, but some of the MMA fighters came up through MMA. Some of them were striking, and they started learning the grappling, and you know, if I was in Hungary, I would be in those wrestling rooms, just because they have the best coaches and some of the finest athletes in the whole world. But the MMA guys are very good. It's just they didn't come from the base that I would have suspected.
And you have a son, a little son. When he grows up and becoming a teenager, would you recommend him to start to practice MMA? Because I tell you the truth, in Hungary maybe it's not the most popular sport, because most of the parents think that it's too dangerous. Maybe the kids become more aggressive. So what do you think, and what do you advise to them?
Yeah, well, I like aggression and I like danger, so I don't have a problem with that. But my little monster is going on 2 years old, and he is preparing for the 2036 Olympic Games, 96 kilograms in freestyle wrestling. You're probably going to want to watch that. You might want to put that on your calendar now to watch that. But that's his focus right now, and once we get through the Olympics in 2036, then if he wants to do MMA, we'll talk about that too.
So I have to take, said the Hungarian wrestlers that take care about your son and the Olympic. And that's my other question is about, the MMA. It's starting to be more popular and popular. What do you think? We are at the end of the evolution of the MMA, or we have still a big road forward?
It's growing faster than I thought it was going to. And people keep saying it's in the infancy stages and it's going to grow. And I've resisted that and thought that they were wrong, but they've been right. They've been proving to be right. Now, to your point, there is a point where that stops. So I don't really know where that's at. But the sport's growing, and the aggression and the violence that you alluded to, that some people don't understand. I don't think that's anything we need to apologize for. I think that it's contained in a sport, and it's growing, and not only in audience but in participation, and people like it, and it's healthy, and the weigh-ins are healthy, and it forces people to stay in shape and compete in something that they want to do in a controlled atmosphere. And I think those are all really positive things. I don't think anybody should have to come on and turn their head or act as though this is an aggressive combat sport. It is. It's all of those things, and that's what makes it so wonderful.
Yeah, and now it's a special day because you are outside of the octagon, but next time you will be inside. So what are your future plans regarding your fighting career? Do you have some big names in your pocket? I want to definitely fight with this guy?
Yeah, I got a few guys I want to fight. There's so many guys in this sport that really need their asses kicked, and I feel like I have a moral obligation to society to do that for a few of these guys. The sport used to be a lot tougher when I was coming up through it. You had legitimate tough guys. You didn't have guys that missed weight. You didn't have guys that pulled out of contests for any reason. If a guy said he was going to fight, in my time, a guy fought. And now, you got to dangle a carrot in front of these babies, and, they just need so many different things, and they're not legitimate tough guys. They have good skill sets, and they're good athletes. But there's a difference in being a good athlete and being a fighter. And so, yeah, man, there's a few of these prima donnas that are going to get beatings before I call it a career.
Yeah, and I really like you. What are you talking about? The things, how you see things. I have to ask your question. What do you think about yourself? You are a bigger fighter or a bigger trash talker?
Oh no, I don't take any value in talking trash. There's no award for that. I mean, there's only one world champion. There's only one way to get that, and that's through getting in the ring and using your fighting skills. So, no, I wouldn't take any compliment in being a trash talker. But I don't see myself as a trash talker. I see myself as a truth talker. If somebody like you asks me a question, I will answer the question.
Yeah, and therefore we like you. And I prepared a little game for you.
All right.
Two questions. You can use your fantasy, your imagination. So. Let's make the picture. I am a very, very powerful magician, most powerful in the world, and I'm here, and I'm saying you that, okay, you have 3 wishes. Anything you want. What would you like to wish and why?
Okay, so my first wish would, I've always wanted to fly. I mean, if we're just playing magical, like Superman, where you just go and then you got to fly. Yeah. So flying would be on the list. That would be pretty cool. I think everybody would wish for money. That just seems like an obvious one, and then the old joke, my third wish would be I wish for more wishes. Yeah. I would wish to fly. I guess you'd have to throw money in there. And I wish my son well at 2036 Olympics. If he could win a gold medal, that would be
interesting.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, and last question. Please describe your perfect day. You can use your fantasy again. You can do anything what you want. You have powerful magician also. So what would be your perfect day? Okay,
so I'll do this one more realistic. A perfect day, I would be on a beach, nice weather, not too hot, where I could get in the water. Maybe Hawaii comes to mind, with my super hot wife, and I would relax a little bit. That would be a nice day for me. I would relax. I'd have some good food, and I'd play in the water.
So it means that you are too busy now?
Too busy? Well, I mean, I like to be busy. I don't like days off, but I come from Oregon and we don't have a beach. So, going somewhere like Hawaii would be something special for me, and being able to be in the water on a nice sunny day. We have a lot of rain where I'm from, so a nice sunny day and some sand and some time alone with my wife, that'd be really great.
Thank you very much for the interview. Really appreciate it.
I like those questions. Okay, let me ask you a question.
Of course.
I feel like I didn't answer the 3 questions properly. I would need more time. The flying was a good one. Right? You popped when I said that?
Absolutely. I also like Superman.
Money. Everybody said, the money. So what would your 3 be?
3 be, I mean, most of the people would say maybe happiness or, health. But I would say adventure. Because I really like the life, and it's all about you're not boring. You are going to on the mountain or a car racing or something like more adventures, more experiences in my life. Once upon a time my father said, son, when you are dying, your last movie before your eyes, you cannot decide about it's a porn movie or it's an adventure movie. So I wish it was kind of life for me.
But you said happiness. Isn't that something you just say to sound nice for people? Isn't money the real answer? And I can tell you, money doesn't buy you happiness. Money says it does. I have $10 million, and I'm not any happier now than when I only had 9. So I understand your point about that, but it will let you look for happiness in a lot nicer places. And with that, guys, back to you.
And Scott, thank you very much. And happy birthday again.
Appreciate you. Thank you.